fellow nerds. We are here to play a little Jedi Survivor tonight. I believe this is part 5 of our playthrough, if I remember correctly. We haven't played in a little bit, but I think without further ado, we should maybe get started on our game. We'll be, the fine gentleman David Doug will be talking about all the news and rumors while I'm playing, falling off cliffs, all that I do. Now I gotta remember. Oh yeah, we're looking for something.
I was about to say, I don't even remember what you were doing.
He was really over there doing something with involving falling.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know that. That's every game that we play ever.
Well, let's talk about the Flash. How about the Flash limping past $200 million after it dropped off 81% in the second week?
Oh boy, wow. Nobody saw that coming, huh?
Yeah. But if you look on Facebook and you see the articles, they're just talking about how great this movie is. I think it's got to be the studio.
The articles on Facebook?
Yeah, I saw one where it said the Flash was struggling, and then I looked at the comments because I saw a smiley face meant someone was laughing at it, and all the comments were, "Oh, I can't wait to see this movie. I'm going tonight." I'm like, those are bots. There's no way that many people thought it was great.
No,
and it's still not performing at all.
No, and I didn't think that it would. Once we saw it and we did our at the theater review, I'm like, this is, first off, just looking at the theater. You remember how empty it was that night.
Yeah.
And this is a major theater. We didn't go to some little podunk place. We went to a very major theater. We were in the IMAX showing of it. I expected a big showing from DC. I think that the Shazam 2 theater was filled more than the Flash one.
It may have been.
Oh.
Were you about to say that, Keith?
Black Adam.
No, I was going to say my brother saw it last night and enjoyed it.
Or maybe it could lend us a hand.
Okay.
Wait, now, all right. Your brother, his taste, is it more of a, does it have to be a great story, or does he just like the action?
He said the CGI didn't bother him. He thought the action was good. He said, Ezra was kind of annoying as the Flash, but he said overall he enjoyed it in the theater. I'm like, well, I'm happy you did, but I don't know how.
It's odd. You guys know that I watch that one YouTube channel, Cosmonaut Variety Hour. So he uses I would say a similar ranking scale to us. I think he treats 5 as average, but he rates on a 1 to 10 rating scale, and usually he's more or less kind of in line. The only ones that he's reviewed that I didn't fully agree with him were he really liked the Aquaman movie, and I'm not sure how, but he really liked that, and he didn't like Black Panther.
You didn't like the original Black Panther?
Yeah. So those are the only ones that he's reviewed, buddy, that I haven't fully agreed with him on. But he reviewed this, and he liked it, and I think he rated it a 7 or an 8, and I was like, whoa. I'm like, that's a little crazy. He said that the only things that bothered him were the CG, and that everything else was great about it. And I'm like, okay. I mean, maybe it's hitting people different. I guess different strokes for different folks, right?
Yeah, everyone has different opinions. It's all subjective. People, certain things Doug's not big on scroll stories, shape-shifting stuff. Dave's not big on the multiverse. We all have our little things that make us. And that's why, it's good to find a critic you agree with. And that's why we have 3 critics. So, you can all, if you agree with Dave, you'll know, what's good if he likes it or not. If you agree with Doug.
Mm-hmm. And Carrie asked, is he really big? Could he have been paid? Possibly. I don't think he's that big. He's like a mid-range YouTube channel. He's nowhere near your your Screen Crush levels. You know, he's not like as big as them, but he obviously has like a couple of million subscribers. But could he have been paid? That I don't know.
Carrie also said that she's sending a Facebook message on the only DC movie she'd watch at this point. I'd like to guess.
Let's see.
I'm gonna guess it's Wonder Woman. The first Wonder Woman.
Let's see. Waiting for it to load. Oh boy, did I lose internet?
No,
Nope,
you're still with us.
You're still with us.
Hmm.
No, it's a fake.
Oh yeah, okay. She sent me a fan poster for if they had made a Crisis on 2 Earths live action.
On 2 Earths?
That's what the poster says, instead of Infinite Earths.
They lost you after Christian Bale's trilogy ended. You know what? That's when it all went downhill.
And it looks like this poster is merging the TV universes and the movie universes.
Yeah, I saw a critic complaining that, like, Ezra Miller appeared on the Crisis on The Flash.
Yep.
So why didn't they have, a guest appearance?
Grant Gustin?
Yeah, Grant Gustin. Why didn't he have an appearance in this movie? They just...
I don't know, because he did some interviews saying that they never even asked.
That seems crazy to me, because he seems like a better Flash to me.
I agree.
You know, I like his Flash better also.
Now, do you like his Flash better because he did a better job portraying the character, or because he committed less real-world crimes?
Both.
Yeah, both.
I mean, when you think about, like, on the scale of, how many cults Grant Gustin formed and then how many Ezra Miller formed, I think Ezra wins out on that one. Definitely more cults that he started. So,
Who's the
That's great.
small street Batman on this picture, by the way?
I don't know for the TV universe. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be.
Because I don't remember ever seeing a small screen Batman since like the 60s.
Careful, BD.
I think the only thing that they came close to doing that was
I don't know what else to
they
say.
didn't really show.
This year, I thought.
No, you didn't.
We're hearing a whole lot of background talk there, Keith.
You perceived a threat
I'm listening.
and reacted.
The order had reacted.
Oh,
faster.
that's
We
the
still
game.
have the
Okay,
Republic,
I see.
Empire. The hacks seem
I'm
through.
assuming they
Half
probably
the
can't.
galaxy wants us dead.
I mean, I'm sure they can hear both. But anyway,
Yes.
I'm guessing the only time that there's been like other than the '60s Batman, I know that they did like a couple of Batman-esque characters in the Crisis thing that they did with the Flash universe, but I don't know if anybody were ever suited up.
Yeah, I thought they didn't have
And
the rights to actually do Batman on TV.
oh, that could be. And then I know in the Gotham series, they never had their Bruce Wayne character ever suit up. Not in a Batman suit. Obviously, I think he wore like some ninja gear, and that was like the closest thing that he came to it.
Yeah, it was just a kid.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Carrie, if it happened within the past 10 to 15 years, if they had made a Crisis on 2 Earths movie, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. I don't think that I would have liked it, because looking at all of the creatives that were behind the movies at Warner and DC, not a lot of wins.
Honestly, DC, which I love the comics as a kid, I still, they still do a great job with the comics, just can't seem to figure out live action movies. I don't know if it's, the Warner execs just totally, messing with. It's a shortcut, nice. Messing with the directors and everything else, but
Yeah.
God, they just cannot get it right, and it's too bad.
No.
I saw director, was it James Gunn? He was talking about executives and how, like, if you let the director do his thing, you come out with, no, it was George Lucas. He was saying that you let the director do his thing, you'll come out with a story, but then you get the executives in there who aren't creative. They just want certain things put into the movie. They don't care if it fits or not. They just want it put in there. And that's what's going on with movies right now. That was what George Lucas was saying.
Well, I mean, that's been going on for, hundreds of years. The one big story is Kevin Smith when he was talking about, wanting to do his Superman movie, and like the execs are like, you know what? Brainiac is a robot. Can we make it gay? We and he's like, it's a robot. That's not possible. That's.
Well, they did have a gay robot in Solo, so.
Was C-3PO in Solo?
No. No, that robot, that droid that Lando was flirting with.
Man, Lando flirted with everybody.
Well, yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, you gotta respect that. He's just like, he likes what he likes.
Han finally wins the ship and he turns on a black light. Oh God. Lando, what did you do in here?
Come on.
How many different species?
Oh, no.
Is that oil?
That was just the ship. I really loved that ship.
Yeah. Especially the hyperdrive.
Oh God. Yeah, that's why it's always acting up.
Right.
Oh Lord. So one of the things that speaking of creatives and whatnot, did we ever discuss on this channel or like during one of our streams the 90s Mario movie?
No, we've talked about it a couple times.
I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember.
Not at length, though.
So that's another situation where, the directors being who they were didn't help matters, but at the same time, the reason why the story was so crazy was because of studio meddling. They had so many people that were coming in and rewriting the script over and over that you had Bob Hoskins and what's his name, Leguizamo. What's his first name?
Oh, John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo. They were both complaining, saying that it got to the point where they stopped memorizing their lines because they would get a new script every single day because of the studio meddling during shooting. They wanted it darker. They wanted it closer to be more like Jurassic Park. They wanted it to be, now we want a Blade Runner to be an influence. We want this, we want that. And it got to the point where it was so far away from what they had originally agreed to that the directors kind of got to the point where they didn't care anymore. They were just like, okay, here's today's scripts, let's do it. And half the cast and crew were apparently drunk the entire time they were filming. And you guys know how that movie turned out. I think.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it.
Well, you missed quite.
I'm the lucky one.
Oof, yeah, you missed something there, Dave. I have been told, although I don't know because this is a family-friendly channel. I have been told that apparently being under the influence makes the movie quite the experience.
Yeah, I mean...
You guys, you may not have noticed, but I just freed a giant bird that attacked us last time we were playing.
Yeah, how many times did you fall to get to it?
Just once. But I'm showing the true Jedi way.
Uh-huh. All right, Jedi, shoot some lightning out your fingers. Let's go.
I'm trying. Just gotta get past all those
I always
bugs.
forget the actor's name was Cal Kestis.
Cameron Monaghan.
Cameron Monaghan. He said he wouldn't do another Jedi video game unless he could wear a poncho.
Let's hope that tower.
I thought that was just a joke because everybody was making fun of the poncho DLCs.
Well, they put a poncho on him, I guess. So
Yeah. In the previous game, in whatever the first one was called, Jedi Action,
Oh, that.
Living Large Jedi World Master King. That's the whole name, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So you know how video game companies, what they do, they like to try and nickel and dime you out of everything while you're playing the game.
What? Douglas,
Because
I am appalled
just
that you would accuse major corporations of trying to get every last dime out of us.
gosh. Back when Fallout 4 came out, I know Keith and I were both playing that game at the same time, and that was a buggy mess when they released it. And it got to the point where it was like if you wanted to play a full, complete, non-mess of a game, it's like you had to download the DLC. And at one point, one of the DLC that they offered, that again you had to pay for, was the 4K update so the graphics would look better. And I'm like, oh, come on now. This is so dumb.
Of course.
But yeah, I think with if I remember right, the first release of this game, this is the sequel. The first one, I think they had Poncho DLC, where like if you wanted
They
different
did.
outfits, you had to pay for it.
They definitely did.
Yeah. So, oh, and hey, you died.
What? Just don't look on the screen. What were you guys talking about again? That
What are you
deal?
talking about?
Poncho DLC? That sounds interesting.
Hmm.
Got him all the way back here.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
You know whose opinion I'd like to hear on the Flash? Tundra Walker. Where's he been?
You know, I don't know. That's a
Walking.
good question.
Walking
waits
out in
a
the
lot.
tundra.
He waits to see movies with his son. But his son is home for the summer, so I'm assuming he's seen it already. What the heck is that?
Well, we got 8 people on right now.
Nice.
Oh,
But no
I
one's
didn't
chatting.
just
with
fall.
us.
I don't know what you're talking about. You know
Uh-huh.
what? Let's put our YouTube out there. If you're listening to us and you're not subscribed to our YouTube, please do it. Please join the chat. We love chatting with you guys while we're playing. As you can see, I play. Dave and Doug talk about all the latest news and rumors and everything else.
I have a rumor.
Do you?
I have a rumor that they've settled on who's going to be Superman
All
for
right.
Superman Legacy.
Who?
And they are going to apparently announce it at San Diego Comic-Con.
Well, only one problem with that rumor. Oh, actually, no, you're right. Because
It
I
was
don't know
Marvel
if
that
you
said
guys
they
heard,
weren't going to be there.
Marvel, Lucasfilm, Sony, Netflix, all are not going to be at SDCC. So people were
Yep.
joking online, hey, finally, DC can win SSDC.
Oh no! It's the only way that it'll work. Maybe Disney and Marvel and Sony, they all felt bad. They're like, just let them have this name. They need it. Flash was rough.
All right, the guy's name, and I've never heard of him before, so he could be like, this could be his big break type of thing.
Okay.
If you've heard of him, then just let me know. David Cornsweet.
David Corin Sweat.
His last name spelled Corenswet.
E.T.,
Yes.
the extraterrestrial from the Steven Spielberg movie, is the next.
Well, if he's playing Superman, he's an extraterrestrial, isn't he?
That's true. Yeah, he's from Krypton.
Huh.
I could send you a picture if you want.
Okay. I just looked him up. He's 6'4", born in 1993. There's I can see, yeah, that rumor is going around. They've got him in a mock-up of what he would look like in the Superman outfit.
Yep, I don't know what he's done. Never heard of him. But that doesn't mean it'll be bad because, I didn't know that. I only saw Chris Evans once before Captain America. I saw him in Scott Pilgrim. And he was fantastic as Captain America.
You know what else he was fantastic as?
The
Johnny
Human Torch.
Blaze in the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, I
Johnny
guess
Storm,
I did see him
sir.
in-
Johnny
Whatever.
Blaze is Ghost Rider.
Same
I
difference.
did see him in two
They're both
things,
on
and I'm
fire.
sorry. I had seen him in that movie. So that's two things.
It looks
But-
like most of the movies that this guy has been in, like they were off my radar. I mean, maybe they did well in theaters. I'm not sure, but it looks like he's been acting for quite a while. He was in a movie called Pearl. He was in another one called Hollywood, The Politician, Look Both Ways, Affairs of State, We Own This City. He's been in a lot of different things. I haven't heard of any of them, but then
Neither
again,
have I.
I mean, most of the stuff that I watch nowadays is literally just the nerdy stuff that's like constantly on our radar. I
Yeah.
barely know what's what's going on outside of that realm anymore.
When I was sick, I watched a bunch of old movies that are on Max. You know, I
Yeah.
watched a bunch of Clint Eastwood movies,
Hmm.
and I felt like, wow, they make movies that aren't superhero movies. This is crazy.
Whenever I'm like not feeling well or whatever, or I've got a bunch of downtime, I find myself going back and actually rewatching old anime that I've already watched. That's kind of for some reason, that's my comfort viewing. It's either that or it is old MCU movies. Just because I will rewatch Iron Man so many times. Such a good movie.
Yeah.
It was funny this afternoon. Infinity War was on,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, I can always watch that movie. Iron Man is
Oh, yeah.
good. Captain America: The First Avenger. You know what is the movie I never? Well, there's two movies. Whenever I see it's on TV, I always watch. One of them is Into the
Or Dark
Spider-Verse.
World.
No, don't get Carrie mad at us.
Iron Man
But
3.
the other, nope, The Shawshank Redemption. I really love that movie.
It is a
I
good
do
movie.
love The Shawshank Redemption, yeah. Every time that comes on TV or The Green Mile, I'll rewatch both of those.
Green Mile's another good one.
Mm-hmm. You know, I have yet to see the Firestarter remake. Speaking of Stephen King movies,
Who was
I
in
remember
that?
watching
Chloe
the
Grace Moretz.
what's that?
I said, who was in that? Chloe Grace Moretz. That
I
the one
think
who was
so.
in,
I think so. I remember it came out on Amazon Prime or Prime Video or whatever they're calling their streaming service. I know it came out on that, I want to say January or February, something like that. And I kept saying that I was going to watch it, and it just slipped off my radar. I totally forgot. But I mostly I liked parts of the original one with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, there was parts of it.
It definitely didn't really follow the book, but
what's your favorite
Which-
Stephen King movie?
oh, my favorite Stephen King movie it's a toss-up between the remake of It and The Shining.
Huh. I'd have to
I
say,
really liked the remake of It. I actually prefer the movie that they made over the miniseries.
oh yeah, with Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I even like the second one.
Powered Z's chamber close.
Yeah. It got a lot of flack, but I enjoyed it too.
What's
Yeah,
your
the
favorite?
only thing I didn't like about the It remake is that they didn't intermingle the stories. You know, it was like all the
Oh.
older and then all the younger. Kind of took things away a little bit. What the heck did I do here?
I'd say mine was Silver Bullet
Silver Bullet, okay.
with Corey Haim. Corey Haim.
Mm-hmm. One of the Corys.
Yeah, he was in a wheelchair, and Chris Sarandon played the werewolf.
Mm. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I'll
Yes.
watch that if it's on. I'll watch it.
Uh-oh.
One of the movies that I don't think I could watch again would be Children of the Corn. That it's not because it's not overly scary. I mean, it's creepy, but the reason why is the kid who plays like the leader. Every time I watch it, God, that voice is just so irritating.
I don't think I've ever seen it actually.
And I think they ended up remaking it too, and I never did see the remake.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I mean, Hollywood has been remaking movies forever.
Nothing is original anymore.
No, it's hardly anything. I think that's because the executives and they want a guaranteed return.
Right. It's
They don't
all
want
about,
anybody going out there on an edge. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We can't spend that money on an unknown property. What if it doesn't make money? What if it doesn't resonate with fans?
Right.
You know what? Let's make a different Strokes movie.
Oh
We'll
god.
get
Well, do you know what they wouldn't fund the Deadpool movie, the original Deadpool, you know.
I remember that. Like,
And-
no, it's too violent. He curses too much. There's no way this would ever work. We can't put that on screen.
He was
And it-
trying to get it made for 11
Yeah.
years.
He had to release that animated mock-up to get the studio to realize, oh, this would work.
No, it wasn't an animated mock-up. It was live.
Yeah, it was the
action.
part where
that
he was sitting
opening
on the
scene.
bridge.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought the original video that came out in order to test it, I thought the original one was completely animated. It was like all 3D. Huh.
And
Must be misremembering.
you know what the budget was for that movie?
What?
$58 million. And the reason that the car crash scene lasted basically the first half of the movie, you know, with all these cutaways, was that that was the most expensive scene in the movie. So they stretched it out as long as they could, and then it ended up making $800 million. So that's a big. And then I guess from what I was reading, Ryan Reynolds had instead of taking a salary for the movie, he took a percentage of the profit.
That's smart.
And then the studio came after him. It came up to him afterwards, and they were like, "You screwed us over, man." Like, no.
Yeah, you didn't trust it.
Yeah, you didn't believe in it.
I had faith in the movie. You guys didn't. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wasn't that kind of like a similar situation with Star Wars and George Lucas? He was like, "Oh yeah, I just want I want the merchandising rights."
Yeah, I think
And he made bank off that.
that's why he didn't direct The Empire Strikes Back, because that's what he was worried about was the toys.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I did not know that. Worried about getting them made, or worried that?
I guess he was worried about the whole thing with the toys.
Oh.
Like, he wanted to be involved in all the aspects.
I wonder if it was his decision then to. No, because I think didn't he originally say he wanted Wookiees, and it was the studio that said they wanted to change them to something cuter?
No, I think it was Lucas's decision to change it to.
To Ewoks. Okay.
I'm gonna look that
I
up
couldn't remember.
because I could have swore it was the other way. Because they wanted something cute and furry to sell,
Right.
and they didn't think anyone would buy a Wookiee.
Oh, there are people that would have bought a Wookiee.
Yeah, I think the Empire proved that.
I'll take a Wookiee pelt and
guess-
put it in my living room.
I just really want a full-size Wookiee body pillow. Don't ask why.
Uh-oh, you guys. I don't know if you're watching this, but I just found something big.
Oh? Something big?
It looks like a Jedi from the High Republic, frozen in suspended animation.
Huh. All the way back from the High Republic, huh?
You're right, Keith.
I was?
So,
Yeah, he decided to make Ewoks because he wanted to feature a tribe of primitive creatures that could bring down the Empire.
Welcome to Tantalor.
And it didn't hurt that, you know, the kids loved it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So, if this is a High Republic Jedi, does that mean they're going to have to plug in their lightsabers?
Yes.
He's got a USB. All right, let's do this.
Oh, Hold on. It came unplugged. 1 second.
Come
Wait a minute.
closer. Come closer.
We got to fight right here.
All right. Okay.
I only got 6 feet to work with.
I'm sorry. What lightsaber stance is that? Stance? I don't.
wanna show you.
What are you talking about? This is
show you
this is as far as my cord reaches.
Can you throw your lightsaber? Are you crazy?
Oh my God, no.
How could I refuse?
Why doesn't, they're all Force users, if they, the Jedi and Sith. Why don't they just, use the Force to turn off the button on the other guy's lightsaber?
Because
I've
who's
read
ever
about
holding
that.
it uses their force to keep it on.
No, actually, there's a weirder actual real lore reason to that. The Sith don't do it because they find it to be cowardly. And they think that even though it would be an easy way to win against the Jedi, it wouldn't be a true victory. And that you need to prove your strength over the Jedi, that you're more powerful than the Jedi by winning legit. And of course, the Jedi are all about, well, it's the right thing to do. Why would you be sneaky and shut off their lightsaber using the Force? I feel like Anakin would have, though.
Yeah. I was
Like,
gonna say,
regardless of which side he was on at any given time. Like, I feel like he probably, like, if he would have had to face somebody with a lightsaber, he probably would have thought about it like, I gotta shut it off, man. Because I remember
Are you
also
talking about
reading-
when he was facing the younglings?
Oh, no, God. That's so dark. But no, there was something else I remember reading about when he faced off against Dooku. The second time. Apparently, the whole maneuver where he shut his lightsaber off, threw it, and then caught it with another hand. I guess that was also considered a cheap shot move that the Sith didn't agree with doing. It wasn't it wasn't an acceptable lightsaber move.
They got the unwritten rules of lightsabers.
Right.
Just like the unwritten rules of baseball.
Yes.
Right.
Perfect.
Don't admire your home run or the next guy's going to get
I've
plunked.
seen the galaxy set.
Or next time you're up, you're going to
There
get
are
nailed.
many worlds
Is that
the
for real?
Jedi does not reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't run when you're up like 10 runs. Don't
Oh.
steal
To
bases.
petition the High Council to
Huh.
train initiates.
Don't take extra bases on base hits. There's a bunch of little unwritten rules.
Weird.
Yeah, they're completely legal, but they're in bad taste.
Our temple will be a bastion for the here at the galactic frontier. Here at the galactic frontier.
Don't swing at 3-0 when you're up 5 runs.
To invite a member of the Jedi Council to visit in person.
I'm happy, but I am surprised that our our gameplay has never gotten flagged.
That's a good point. I can only imagine that they understand the gaming
Yeah.
world, the gaming publishers. You let people post videos of your game, it's
Gonna
going
get people to
your
want
game
to
sales.
free advertisement,
members are
man.
not known for their hasty judgments.
I was going to ask,
Especially Master
Speaking of that,
With the Gendai didn't take
I
this long.
am so still disappointed that we haven't been able to post our Craven video.
Well, if you're going to teach younglings, you had better learn.
Our teardown, yeah. I
Yeah.
was kind of wondering if that would generate some
I have faith in you.
some views just
I have
because
faith in you.
I
it's
think
so
it would
bad.
have.
So does the
well, it's because
council.
you didn't include his last name.
Trust them to do the right thing.
The Hunter.
Moorhead.
What's
I
wrong?
hate you.
He tells that joke every time.
I can't not do it.
No, I think we had a good discussion. At least it was way better than the trailer that we had to sit through.
Hey, that trailer is still better than the Marvels trailer.
God, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Come on. In the Marvels trailer, did anybody get their nose bit off?
No, they did not.
No.
Did anybody infuse lion's blood with their own blood?
Are you
They did
saying
not.
that was a good thing?
No.
Speaking of things that Dave likes. I don't know if you guys saw this, but obviously we were talking about the Flash earlier. It's only going to make like 15 million
Mm-hmm.
this week. A 70 73% drop off from its opening weekend, which is the largest of any comic book movie
Ever.
except Morbius.
Except Morbius, yes. That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's great. That is so amazing. Oh, I love people that are using the Morbius memes on discussions of the Flash. Got people like, yeah, my favorite part of the Flash was when he went up to the villain and he said, "It's flashing time," and then he went and committed a bunch of crimes. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie too.
And both Morbius and the Flash had Michael Keaton in them.
Yep. Yes, it did.
Yeah. He was a little better in the Flash.
Okay.
than-
I was about to say, was Michael Keaton really in Morbius?
I'm Cal.
He was, because we saw him.
Yeah, he went
He
to
just
his
dubbed
new
over
cell.
a different voice. Whatever he recorded
must be dying
the first time was dubbed over by a Michael Keaton impersonator.
It makes you wonder, like, what did he originally say? Or maybe it was like, it was said with so much disdain and so little care. They're like, oh, this just sounds bad.
No, he was actually in it. He went there and said how much better the food was going to be in this dimension. Remember?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh,
he
that's
wasn't.
right. I totally forgot about that. Like, I have blocked so much of that movie out of my my subconscious because I just remember being in the theater, it ending, and then red, blur, and then we were in front of the camera. I don't know what happened.
I mean, never mind that your wife and kid are still back in that other dimension. Never mind that. You just,
right.
as long as you
The
got
thing
good
that he was
food here.
doing all of this for. Never mind how he even got his vulture suit there to begin with.
Right. Sony knows what they're doing.
They're part of
Sony,
they're
Boney.
basically part of the MCU, Dave. They're basically a part of the MCU. You know, they're in the MCU. Did you know that?
They're in the SSU. The
No,
Sinister
no.
Six
No, they're
universe.
part
Yeah.
of the. They're part of it. Put
guys.
Spider-Man in there.
You're both right. The MCU is the Sinister Six universe. Sony is taking over.
God.
The order is gone.
No, I was gonna say earlier, is there any
I must return.
link? I don't know if Carrie's still with us, but is there any links that she might want to put up in the chat so people can, or I guess if they're not Livonia,
end up here?
it won't help. I don't know.
We were invaded.
Just a thought.
We were invaded. I held them
She's
at
here.
bay as long as I could. I held them at bay as long as I
Yeah,
could.
I think it'd be fine. Yeah, Carrie, if you've got any links that you want to post to anything, by all means, throw it in the chat. We'll even throw it up on our YouTube when we post it.
Yeah, you're running for office. Let's get the word out. You know what I'm saying?
Order to abandon Tantalor and then refuse to counterattack.
We're gonna support you any way we can.
They gave up on it.
Yes. It was my discovery. It was my discovery.
I'm going to step away for a moment. Says,
They just expected me to
You do
throw it
that.
away. I refused to obey you. Was betrayed by the one I trusted most. Betrayed by the one I trusted most.
Wow, that guy's got some vein issues, huh?
Yeah, he's I thought he was gonna be my buddy. I don't think that's the case now.
He seems kind of dead now.
What have you done?
Oh, he just.
So Carrie wants to know, Keith, what are your Secret Invasion thoughts? She says, Doug and I talked and are unsold. That's right, yeah, I did talk to her yesterday about it, about how I wasn't a huge fan of it.
See, I'm enjoying it so far. Now, was the first episode the greatest episode ever? It was not. But did it do what it needed to do for opening episode? Yes. I think it set up a few things. You know, obviously we got one scroll in, what's his name? Ross. We now know that, this guy keeps... Thanks, BD. But I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to next week's episode. A lot of the people that saw the first two episodes for like the press and stuff all said that the second episode was much better than the first, and that
You does not look like you're doing much damage to this dude.
I'm doing no damage. Oh, a little bit of damage. Man, he's tough. One arm dude is. I can't pull him towards him. That's.
Can't use force powers on him?
No, he blocks him.
Is this the dude that was frozen? Or who is this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the guy that was in the back of the tank. He got out
weird.
and basically was like, they turned on us. And I'm like, oh, he wasn't there, dude.
Or does he mean the Jedi Order turned on them?
The Jedi Order. Back in the High Republic days.
Still green.
Yeah, I'm a little green. What's it to you? Sorry, the Order was destroyed by a Sith, dude. We didn't.
I wonder if he was in this to like help promote the idea of another High Republic game.
I'm sure that's definitely a possibility.
Did you see? I don't know if this is true or not, but there was a rumor going around saying that the Acolyte got canceled.
That's not true.
It's not true?
Nope. I looked it up because my nephew asked if I saw it. And it wasn't canceled. One of the producers that was on the show got fired, and she's suing Lucasfilm. They definitely are not canceling the show.
No, that's good. So Carrie asks, is Colby Smulders' character really dead?
I'm thinking she is. Now,
I agree.
this could all be, like we were talking about on the stream, she's got it. I mean, if
I hope it's not like what you had mentioned in our stream. You said that it could be, they could go the route with a life model decoy. I hope they don't do that. I think that would undercut it.
and Colby Smulders has come out and said, basically said, I'm dead, she's not in the Marvels.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that she is definitely done in the MCU, which adds stakes to the show, which I think is definitely something they need.
And then she also says, do we know what this show is supposed to be about in terms of the big MCU picture? I feel like so much is happening between Kang, the multiverse, and now Skrulls. I'm so confused.
By the way, it's Colby Smulders, not Smothers, like Smothers Brothers.
Who said Smothers?
He,
Oh, did he?
yeah,
Colby Smulders, yeah. She's Tom
Smulders.
and no, Smothers.
She's
Okay.
she's an eldritch being who
We have
comes and
all these
smothers
different-
men in their sleep, and then she
That's right.
disappears. She sleeps for 100 years, and then when she awakens again, you have to watch out. If she comes to your village, she'll smother you.
Thanks, Doug. At least somebody gets it. Dave, you're
Yes, I
trying
mean,
to-
come on. Did you not sing the songs of the Colby Smothers on a full moon night? Come on, David.
That Colby too. That's not the cheese, right? It's actually Colby, not Colby.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you say it is, yes. You probably heard the tales, and you're just, you blocked it. It's a very, it's just
I had
something
to-
we all have to deal with, but it's very traumatic.
It was very traumatic to me.
I lost an uncle to Colby Smothers.
That's terrible. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at you.
Hey, it obviously it was just his time.
Yeah, that's what'll be when it happens to me.
But she did say she's not going to be in the Marvels, so I do think this is the end for her. And I think they know that they can't. Everybody likes when a favorite character comes back, but I agree with James Gunn. He's always like, if someone
needs to be
dies in my
stakes.
movie, they're not coming back.
Yep. And that's why he didn't kill any of the Guardians.
Yep.
Oh, because he would have had to leave them dead permanently. Otherwise, go back on his word. But back to her other question. How does this show fit into the larger MCU?
Well, and I think it's going to fit in the sense that this is going to be something that's going to be ongoing throughout the multiverse saga, and then it's something they can kind of be the bigger picture post, Kang.
Yeah. It's my same thought exactly. And they're gonna do it right. They're gonna do it like we were saying on Wednesday. What was it, Thursday? When we were saying that they should slow play it like they should have played the Dark Phoenix saga. If they do that right, if they do this right, it'll be such a build up. It'll be amazing. It'll be better than a Thanos build up. Thanos went for 3 phases.
Yeah, that is true. And they would just like show little clips here and there, and they slowly built it up. Gave him a little bit more screen time in Guardians, and then, Age of Ultron. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as where I think it might end up going, I don't know, because I'm never entirely sure what they're going to do with the MCU. I know that they've got their own universe. They tend to maneuver the stories in their own way, whatever way they need to. But if they are pulling anything from the comics for this story, my thought is that they're going to use Secret Invasion as a way to herald in Galactus, even if it's like an end credit scene at the end of the series.
That would be awesome.
In the original run, that was one of the big reasons why they were secretly invading, is because Galactus had eaten skulls.
Squirrels.
It probably sounds different in alien language.
Gia, or Gaia, as they call her on the show.
Skirt.
It said Skrullos. So I'm going to take her word for it. What do you seek? Home in my own skin. I was honestly expecting, the first thing when she said, what do you seek? Was the first thing I thought was, to seek the Holy Grail.
What is the average velocity of an African brown sparrow, or an African sparrow? Brown or yellow?
I don't know that.
I don't know.
What is your favorite color? Blue. No, red. Oh, those are good movies.
Should have known you would honor your oath.
It was a great movie. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And there's no Doug there. We got a back of a chair.
Is he gonna spin around like an evil guy, like the evil villain in James Bond movies here in a minute?
Yeah. Blofeld. He's gonna have a cat too. Gentlemen.
Oh, he's missing out. A laser to the sky.
You know, if they do that, wait, where's your cat, Doug?
What?
We saw the back of your chair. We thought you would spin around with a cat, and you're petting a cat.
Oh, I don't like cats.
It's like a James Bond villain.
Yeah, I still don't like cats.
Yeah, I'm not.
If I'm going to spin around in a chair and be petting an animal, it is probably going to be like an angry, shivering chihuahua.
Are there any other kind?
No.
Yeah, no kidding. All they do is bark, man.
And man, do they got teeth on them. Such little murder machines. So I was actually wearing this shirt yesterday when I went to Carrie's event, and I gotta say, I kept getting a lot of compliments on it. I was happy about that. It was especially nice because there were compliments to you, Carrie, and your crowd of supporters. She's got a lot of nerdy friends that were there to support her. And I couldn't believe how many people were there, and they're like, "Oh, hey, I like your shirt. I like how it's Star Wars comics." Like they were actually recognizing exactly what was on it. I'm like, "Oh yeah." There was one guy who was like, "No, it's not just Star Wars comics. It's Star Wars comics from the '80s." It's like, yes, specifically, yes, that is what it is.
And I definitely felt bad that I couldn't make it yesterday, Carrie. Obviously, I had a big weekend, but I am planning on volunteering, donating to your campaign, and definitely voting in November for you, because I want you on our city council, because Livonia needs carry on the city council.
Yes, it does. Yes. For those that don't know, we're from Livonia, Michigan. Dave originally, as well. Well, at some point, yeah. But yeah, so we all recognize that the city could definitely use some change, and I think Carrie would be a great fit.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Oh, I had a great time chatting with Danny too. Such a cool dude. By the way, he wants to know when you're gonna play Diablo on the stream.
You know, that's a good question. We need to start streaming more.
Yes.
Because
also, he wants to put together a D&D group.
Are you serious?
He does, yeah. He was talking about that, but he was going back and forth on whether he wanted to be a regular D&D, but or cyberpunk theme.
I've never done
either
cyberpunk.
or would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I would be up for either.
Mm-hmm. Care. I've got to have Sprite at the next party. That's a deep cut. God, we haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah.
I know. Wow. See, that's a true fan. That's somebody who's been with us forever. Ah, yes, I remember the Sprite days.
You're overridden with Sprite.
So I gotta get over to there.
He's serious too. Good. I am too. Yeah. If he's able to find I know he said that he needed to find a DM. That was his issue at the moment. He didn't know anybody who could act as DM. So if he is able to find one, I'd totally be down for it.
Yeah, and I'm serious too. I played all through college, and we actually, after we kind of all moved on, our DM lived in East Lansing at the time, and we would all drive to East Lansing for the night. Like we would do it like Wednesday night. We would all meet in East Lansing, play till like midnight, and I would drive home and then work the next morning. And man, it was so much fun. And now our DM lives in Pennsylvania, and everyone's on all different sides of the state, so we haven't played in many years. But I would definitely be up for playing again. If I can just figure out where the heck we're supposed to go.
I just had a dumb but funny, at least to me, thought. Do you all remember, because this was back when we were still working together, do you guys remember when we did the costume contest at work?
No.
The one for Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never dress up.
Well, normally I wouldn't have, but I was doing a costume for whatever Comic-Con that I was going to be going to. I don't remember if it was if I was going to go to it wasn't Motor City, because I didn't know about that one yet. It was, I think, going to be either the Detroit one or Astronomicon. But I got an Oogie Boogie costume. The guy from Nightmare Before Christmas. And one of the props that I had gotten to go along with it, he's a gambler, and so he's got this pair of dice. So I just thought, because I still have the costume, it's a little worn out, and I do need to repair it a bit because it's made out of like burlap material. I was thinking, how hilarious would it be if I redid it, but I made it like a neckbeard Oogie Boogie with like glasses, and then instead of gambling dice, D20.
That would be excellent. By the way, I forgot to tell you, Sully, when he was in school, one of his last days, his teacher had him fill out this thing for Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, it was so funny. One of the things was, what's the favorite thing you do with your dad? And he's like, I like that we go to Comic-Con together when we can.
That's nice. You guys have made a memory.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's funny. It's funny though, because he's like, my dad's favorite food is chicken fingers. I'm like,
is it?
It is? Yeah. And then he goes, I love when my dad makes spaghetti because it's so good. It made me feel feels so good. Because normally, like, Father's Day is obviously after school gets out, so usually, you know, they make stuff for Mother's Day, but not usually Father's Day. So it was so great getting. But it was just funny reading all the little things he wrote, like, what was the other one? I like, oh, what is, what is your dad's, like, what does your dad say, or what's something he says? And he put, don't jump on the couch, or you'll lose electronics.
Or you'll lose electronics. Okay.
Because that's like the punishment I do for my kids.
Oh, I thought you meant as in like you'd lose it in a couch cushion or something.
No. Like, you know, nothing upsets Sully more than when it's like he gets iPad time and he does something. I go, oh, you lost the iPad for an hour. And like we set the timer for Alexa for an hour. And it's just like the first 5 minutes, he's just miserable. And then he like starts playing with Legos, doing other things. He's like, it's okay not having my iPad. I'm like, remember that the next time you lose it, because we're going to do this whole cycle right over again.
I saw a cool little kit that you can get for like for kids. It is a mechanical keyboard that you build out of Legos, fully functional.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, one of those Facebook or Instagram advertisements. I'm telling you, their targeted marketing, it works. I mean, did you have to go like all the way back, or are you just flying with the bird again?
I'm flying with the bird again, but I think I'm kind of back where I was.
Huh.
Check on the mantis. Okay, I can do that.
I was going to say, did you lose that bad, Keith?
Hey, that shouldn't always be your first thought. Sometimes I do things right.
Do you?
Hey, let's do some skills. I got 3 skill points.
Oh, nice. What are you going to use them on?
Oh, let's see. Do I got
Poncho
some
proficiency.
concentration. Extended hold. I like that. Can't channeled energy. Lucid atonement.
Do you think you're going to have to face off against other Force users?
Yes. Well, I just did on that one Jedi. I just did.
So should you put your skill points into something that can be used against them if you don't have Force powers?
Might not be a bad idea. What is it?
I don't know what that would.
Double bladed. Well, let's
Thank
do
you for
this.
my payment.
LB, and X. So now I have LB and X. So I got to remember that.
Ooh, so you can do it mall style. Nice.
Yeah.
Just
Double
don't get cut in
orbit.
half, because then you're going to
Endless
have
hurricane.
spider legs.
Well,
It'll be a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't want the spider legs. Definitely not.
Nobody wanted those spider legs.
Nobody, somebody did.
Dave Filoni, I'm telling you guys, the spider legs, people are going to love them. Nobody's going to like them, Dave.
I'm going to do the improved stim formula too.
Darth Maul loved them.
Darth Maul was out of his damn mind when he had them.
Yeah.
That's what made him so amazing.
And if it wasn't for Savage Opress.
Savage Joe Press.
The great. Oh, what's it? Who's this person?
The late great.
My brother, Savage Opress.
Got a place you should
He
check out.
came all the way
Here,
from
yes,
Space,
guy.
Arkansas.
Got a place you should check around in a skiff at the
There's
base
this
of the
guy,
mountain.
a real fishing
He's near
enthusiast,
an Imperial
floating around in a skiff at the base of the
Seeing
mountain.
if he's all right.
He's near an Imperial camp.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. An Imperial camp? No.
You're not
No.
gonna see if he's all right?
No.
Ooh, recruit the mysterious fisherman.
The mysterious.
You know what? I don't
Is
even
she
like
the mysterious
fish.
fisherman?
I'm good.
It'd be nice to have someone to talk to. Bring her along.
He's got a robot.
Too bad I couldn't jump to those things. I wonder if that's a skill I get in a little bit. Okay, let's see where I should be going.
Go ahead, Keith. Jump. Jump over there,
Let's
Keith.
see you jump. I'd like to see you jump for once.
Yeah.
For once. Make sure you get a save point so you can just,
Ooh,
go
let's
back
see
there.
the rumor details.
A rumor?
Oh,
I
track
don't.
rumor.
I don't. I don't
Well, I
see
gotta
it.
hold it for the rumor details.
You have to hold it.
Yes. I got
Rumor
3
Willis?
Ah.
Investigate
Explore the High
roller
Republic
mine
chamber in the forest.
Show on
Investigate
holonet.
the roller mine factory. Recruit the mysterious fisherman.
Oh, he's way over there. What the deuce? What's that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, there's the mantis. I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, that's the friendly creature. Nice. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Oh, there I am. I'm over here.
You are here.
See, if I could use those things to fly over there, I'd be aight.
All right, where's JC Penny?
I was literally just thinking that. You know what I would love to see come back to malls?
Stuff.
Well, yeah, other than just stuff in general, but the mall arcade.
Let's see if Doma's interested in this.
Mall arcade.
Yeah, whenever they had a big arcade in a mall.
I think that was more our generation. Well, I guess you're not in my generation, are you? Our and the following generation. I think that's gone by the wayside.
Yeah, I know.
People
But it was
don't
like-
like to leave their house anymore.
It was such a big thing. I spent so much time. Well, I also left my house a lot too, but yeah.
Well, back then, yeah.
When I was a kid growing up, we didn't have air conditioning in the house, so
Yeah.
during the summer especially, anything to get out of the house. I would go see dollar shows at the movie theater because they had AC there. I'd hang out in the arcade until I ran out of quarters.
Yeah. Well, Keith will tell you, just like me, we would just get up in the morning, leave, and
Yeah.
not come back till sundown.
I
Yep.
rode my bike everywhere,
Yep.
Tanalorr is real.
and
It's not
I
like
didn't have
that
a
anymore.
I didn't have a
Fortunate.
cell phone. They didn't exist when I was a kid, so it's not. Well, I mean, they did. It's just like unless you were a rich businessman, you didn't have one. I
I
didn't
had
get.
one in 1989. It was a car
I-
phone.
Oh, we did have a car phone for a little while, but we had to put this giant antenna up on top of the van in order to get it to work right.
Oh shit! I just broke my glasses, guys.
What'd you do that for?
I was just cleaning them, and it just popped up. Oh
I mean,
my
can you
god!
just get the frame tightened or something?
It looks like the glue came off between the frame and the glass.
Huh.
It's all right. I'm sure they're only $5 at CVS.
Probably just go get some crazy glue and fix it yourself.
Yeah, but what cost more, crazy glue or like probably 3 pairs of new glasses?
Oh, are those just reading glasses?
Yeah, they're just readers.
Oh, I thought they were prescription. Okay, then yeah. Dude, you can get like a friggin' 20-pack off Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Some little
won't
kid
be able to see.
worked really hard putting them together too.
Apparently. Well, these lasted me a couple years.
I got these ones off Amazon.
Looks like another
See, I can't see now.
They're good set.
Looks like
Yeah.
another shard.
They actually look better than mine.
Cheap too. Like I mean, and they come with a case and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, this is.
I got a pack of 3 or 4 of them, and they're actually better. I thought, you know what, maybe I should get like an actual decent pair, and I ordered my nerd specials off of Blenders. And I think I like the Amazon pair better than the one from the more expensive Blenders company.
Yeah, I don't like the big round frames. At least on my face.
They don't look good on my face either.
A little more square for me. I'm gonna have to get some when we're done. Because I got things to read.
I got these ones as well, but I don't like them either. They're a little too big.
Hell, I don't even remember my prescription. Or was it +2 or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm at right now. +2.
I got depressed when I had, I had the LASIK surgery. So for like 9 years, I could actually see without glasses. And then I started going into work and needing, I'm like, I can't read the screen. So I started off, and when I started off with the +1s, I thought, all right, I hope it doesn't go any farther. Now I'm at +2. It'll probably be at +275 now that I'll need.
Know your way around Kobo, don't you?
It's just getting worse.
I am at a 1.75. But
so as usual, you're right between me and Keith.
Yeah. The ones that I ordered also have the blue blocker built in too. I figure since I'm in front of a computer all the time, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
At least maybe
that's what I got too.
damage
Yeah.
being done.
Those ones on your head, those are readers, right, Keith?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I like the way that these ones look.
Yeah, you look like a movie producer. Do they get dark when you go out in the sun? You know what transition do
These
they
don't. No. Nope, they're just readers with the blue blockers built in. But I can also do that, so I can look at you like I'm disappointed, David.
Just don't look down your nose at me, sir.
David, do you know what time it is?
No, I can't see any clock.
Your mother and I were expecting you hours ago, David. What is that? What does that smell?
Come on, Neko.
Tobacco product?
David, I told you not to hang out with those hooligans.
Those not your status quo hooligans?
Yes.
Well, that's too bad, because I'm going back out with them on Thursday, and you can't stop me.
Young man, you're grounded. Post haste.
Until Thursday?
Until Thursday.
That would be a gift. I would love that. Can I stay home for 4 days, please? Oh, that'd be nice.
Can you just call my boss and tell them that I'm grounded, please? All of my social requirements, everything. Just
Ready to ride.
I hate that I can't jump on this thing. I jump off them when I do it. I gotta find. Stop yelling at me.
You gotta figure out where to go.
Yeah.
Oh, is this thing? Does it work like Yoshi in Super Mario, where you can jump higher while you're on it?
Not really, no. But yes, I can, because I can do this. I can do watch. If I jump and then jump off of them, I can jump higher.
Good. So then, what you need to do is find a cliff, jump over it with him, jump off of him, and then you make it. And yeah, you lose him, but you can always get another one.
That's true.
Is that a tauntaun?
It looks like one for sure.
It looks kind of small. Maybe it's a baby tauntaun. I don't think you could fit a Luke and a Han together in that.
Oh, there's an open path over there. Where the heck
You're
is it?
saying you couldn't fit a Luke and a Han in a tauntaun?
Not that tauntaun. And I thought it smelled bad.
On the outside.
On the outside. I love when they did that joke on. It was either I can't remember if it was Family Guy or if it was or if it was Robot Chicken. It's one of they both have such great Star Wars jokes.
Oh God, I just saw one today where the Emperor is trying to rush for an elevator. And the stormtrooper in there is like,
Stormtrooper.
He goes, hold that door, stormtrooper. He's like, come on. And it closes. And he goes, what is your ID number? He goes, THX 147. He closes. And then the next one opens and it's a bunch of those calamari.
Right.
And they're like, come on in, we've got room. He goes,
I'll wait for the next one.
Here we go. I bet we can clear that gate a little
No, it's okay. He goes, no, come on, I don't want to smell like fish. And then they all go, well, that's hurtful.
Get around
Hey,
faster now.
just get over it, all right? Just get over it.
We'll get around faster now.
Those are just good.
Yes, they are.
I love the one that gives the backstory about the guy who Obi-Wan chopped off his arm
Oh yeah.
at the cantina.
I love it because he's like, he says he doesn't like you. I didn't say that. Why are you saying I said that?
Right.
And he's an artist, a graphic designer, and he lost his job.
Because that's the army chopped off was the one he drew with. Oh, that was funny.
It was like a well wanted for the death penalty on 9 systems. No, that's not me. No, I'm not.
No, we're not.
The other side.
Why are you saying that?
I just said I
Focus on
thought
the
I
other
liked
side.
his hair.
Oh man.
Where's my mount? There he is. Come over here, buddy.
So, we're getting close to Ahsoka too, and that should help our viewership.
Yeah. You know what? We get 5 more episodes of Secret Invasion. We get Blue Beetle, and then we get Ahsoka. So yeah, we got some
Blue Beetle.
excellent.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know
Another
about that.
movie not set in the DCU that's going to tank because they already announced their new stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I heard that the new Superman is that'll be the one that kicks off the new DCU, right?
I believe so, yeah.
It's not
No,
coming out.
Creature Commandos is going to kick off the DCU, the animated
Oh.
series.
I was gonna say,
Right, because
Superman
everything
ain't
is
coming
supposed
out
to be
until
connected.
2025.
Well, if
Yeah,
that's the time that they need to make it,
Well, no, Creature Commandos is coming out in 2024
Okay.
because they've already started. Well, maybe with the writer's strike. Let's not
Yeah.
commit to any dates.
Is it gonna be?
Mhm.
It's gonna be on Max.
Yeah.
Or are they going to develop yet another DC streaming service that's doomed to fail again?
God, I hope they learn their lesson.
I'm still so salty about that.
I'm with you, bud. That's one of those things. I loved DC
Come on,
Universe
Neko.
when it came out.
I did
could read
too.
comics on it, and there was shows on it. We got Doom Patrol started on it. And it was just a
Yep.
good time.
Holy crap! Did we ever get the second half of Doom Patrol?
You know what? I tweeted at James Gunn asking, when are we getting the second half of Doom Patrol? He never answered. So
That's
They-
not good. And it
they
got
played
canceled,
Titans.
so we may not get it then. It could end on a cliffhanger.
Well, they only
that
had
would be
4
terrible.
more episodes, right? 4 or 6.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's
Were
4,
they
though.
made? Like, were they finished?
Yeah, it was
and
done.
everything? Oh. Then I hope they didn't just, like, shelve them like they did, Batgirl.
Yeah, that show was actually really a good show.
It was.
I don't know about Batgirl because we never got a chance to see it, but
Jawas can't be far off.
I mean, it couldn't have been worse than The Flash, right?
Jawas can't be
I
far
can't
off.
imagine it would be worse than the Flash. There's a sandcrawler up there. What the deuce? Sorry, buddy.
Wow, Keith. It was kind of racist.
same. He doesn't like Jawas.
Yeah, I was dating this girl, Palmetto, and then all of a sudden she was dating a Jawa. So, I'm just a little salty towards their kind. I didn't want to jump off you, buddy.
Good, Neko.
You left him behind just to go back and get him.
Jump over the
Wrong way.
cliff with him, Keith. Do it,
I'm
Keith.
going the wrong- Don't tell me
got
what
a
to
funny
do, man.
walk.
You
Yeah,
don't
Sam-
need him. Dump him,
He's my-
Keith.
He's
Do
my
it.
friend. Oh, I bet I could jump up there.
Yes, you could, Keith.
Look at that. Oh, got a new plant. A spine fluff. That sounds weird.
Jeez. The things that they want you to collect in this game to like 100% it. I mean, there had to have been like there must have been like some meeting where all of the designers and developers were like coming together. Okay, these are the new pieces that we're working on for the game. Someone's like, all right, so I've just designed like 12 different new hilts that you can interchange in, to build your own lightsaber. And then there's, Carl, and he's like, I made some plants. Oh, great. Like, are they just, good background flavor? No. You can collect them.
Come on, Echo.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you can interact with them and collect them.
And what do they do if you use them?
Do people want to do that? I'm sure they do. You wait till you see these plants.
People are going to want to buy these plants for their own home.
And get this. We're not going to include all of them in the initial release. You're going to have to buy DLC for more plants.
You got it.
Damn it,
yeah,
I'm hooked.
look at
You got it.
Uh-huh. Yep. There you see a Yoshi move right there.
Oh yeah. He's definitely Yoshi-esque. Now I'm resting. Serenity now.
Insanity later.
Oh, where's my buddy?
People always forget the second part of that statement. Serenity now, insanity later.
Oh, there's someone there. Look at that.
Now.
Oh, I can't get to it.
You know your way around Kobo, don't you? You know your way around Kobo, don't you?
Oh, I can get up there. Yeah, buddy. What's up here?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
What are you about? What do you there's the perfect place to fall.
Oh. Do it, Keith. Do it.
Too late. Oh, where'd my buddy go?
Yeah, you went to plug in. Recharge.
He went to plug in. Oh, God. Wow. Maybe you weren't supposed to drop down from there.
There he is.
Throw
Oh, I
something
didn't
at
mean to do that.
Teach
Sorry,
him for
buddy.
leaving you like that.
Let's go, BD. Let's go, BD.
What are you doing? Trying to chop him up?
You can't accidentally kill it, can you?
Looks like the Mantis is back in action.
I don't know if Keith heard me.
Looks like the Mantis.
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry.
I said you can't accidentally kill it, can you?
Meet him at the landing.
No, I don't think so.
Good. So it can't be harmed by your lightsabers?
Come on.
Like
It
even
doesn't
on
appear to.
an especially cold night?
Correct. Okay, so where am I heading now? Let's see. I gotta go down here.
Oh, is that another little buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, there's so many of them. Yay, wow.
What are you looking at?
So many organic sleeping bags just waiting for you, Keith.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, he's
Stay
Bebo.
safe here. Don't
Get
think
in,
we can slice
Bebo.
that. Stay safe.
Bebo.
Here we go, buddy. Don't think we can slice
Yeah,
that.
because they were on for Sebulon
Here we go, buddy.
9, which it's a Rick and Morty thing.
Oh.
It was on Morty's Mind Blowers.
Ah. I haven't rewatched that one. You know, it's funny that you bring that up though, because I did. I was watching the Fruity Land episode earlier today.
Good one.
It is a good
You're
one.
supposed to eat people, you doyoy. Yeah.
You try naming something. Yeah, was it my best? No.
Was it my best work? No. And then all the stuff he shows her that he had to make her so she wouldn't kill kids in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
A sentient switchblade.
Are you ready to continue stabbing that?
Yeah. Like it's been alive this whole time.
Oh boy. Oh gosh. That just reminded me of Crumbopulous Michael. One of my favorite characters.
He's not
Man, I wish they hadn't
shy
killed
at
him
all.
off.
Let me see it.
Well, they killed him off immediately.
I know, but it's such a shame. He was so hilarious.
It doesn't matter. I just like killing people. I'll kill old people. I'll kill young people. I'll kill animals. I don't care. I just enjoy it.
Carrie, thanks for stopping by.
Rather you in the ground peaceful
Oh, Carrie's
than
leaving?
someone's dinner.
All right, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Carrie.
Ooh, what is this? This looks like these people I'm not gonna.
All right, thanks, Morty. You remember, you need someone killing, you give me a call. I just love killing.
That's the episode where they lost Jerry. They swapped Jerry with another dimension.
They could go to blips and chats.
In part.
Yes.
Sentient part.
Oh, and that was also where they played. What was the name of that game?
Oh, jeez.
Where they put on the thing and you live the life of a.
Oh, Roy,
right?
Yeah.
And there was
I like Roy Part 2 is Dave.
Roy 2, Dave.
Yeah. That's my background on Facebook.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, it's funny.
I'm gonna kill your Roy score. Whoa, this guy didn't have a social security card from Roy.
He's going off the grid.
That's the difference between you and me. I never go back to the carpet store.
No scanning, okay, BD?
Oh, that's hilarious, Dave. I had to go find it on Facebook. I've never actually gone onto your page.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Nice.
I just happen to be wearing the shirt. Million years, 100 years, Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Sure.
I just wonder how that's gonna sound.
I don't know. I'm a little curious too. I'm not sure how it's gonna. Not sure. I guess we'll have to. I mean, God, who knows how much longer it's gonna be even before we get an episode now? Because I heard that not only are the writers on strike, but a couple of the other groups are joining them. Like some members of the Screen Actors Guild have been joining them out on strikes. Voice Actors Guild. Like a lot of them are all, joining in, like standing in solidarity. So
Good.
it's holding up like complete productions.
That's good though, because in the end it'll be better.
I hope so.
And they keep promising that it'll be out in 2023, which I find hard to believe since they don't even have a voice actor for the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to think they can progress with the story and the animation.
You'll do that?
The voice acting comes last.
Yeah.
No.
So if whoever it is can walk in and just like put down the lines really, in a couple of weeks or so, I can see that happening. But their animation isn't all that great to begin with. It's not like state of the art or anything. It's just good enough to make it fun.
That's true. I do wonder though, like, does the voice acting come last? Because wouldn't they need to
have them all moved the right way?
Not just that, but like body movements, facial reactions, that kind of thing. Like it all is dependent on the way that you voice a line, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Something to be worth looking into, like how, because I actually don't really know what sort of order they do all that stuff in.
I hope it is still just as raunchy. I know the writers.
I'm sure it will be.
I know Justin Roiland didn't write anything on that show.
Yeah.
But I hope still it doesn't change that, because that's one of my favorite parts about the show, is that it's just so raunchy and and each character, like Morty, is overly nice. You know what I mean? And he covers that whole demographic. And Rick just doesn't care about anybody or anything. And that's what makes his character unique. And you can get all different aspects of the show. And I thought about this last night when they changed the voice, because they're obviously going to change the voice.
Yeah.
They should have all the other characters mention it, because they're really good at breaking the fourth wall. Every one of them should be like, "Are you feeling okay? You sound like you're kind of sick," or something like that. Just make a comment about how their voice is different. I think it'd be hilarious. No?
No. I think they should, but I wonder, like, would it be funnier if they make like a big deal out of it, like an entire episode dedicated to it, or if they did it Iron Man 2 style, where when they had Rhodey come into the court and he was like, "It's me, I'm here, deal with it."
Over here.
No, I think they should just drop it in occasionally, like throughout the rest of the throughout.
Oh,
the
like
season.
bring it up multiple times.
Yeah, like during the season, like, man, I
That might
don't
work.
know what's going on with your voice. Just something until you get used to it.
You okay? You got
Yeah, I
I
am a
do
scroll.
know that in the third season of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the original voice of Uncle Iroh, he passed away, and they hadn't finished filming all of the episodes, and so they had like a sort of clip show episode where they did like three sort of interwoven stories. And there was one that just showed Uncle Iroh kind of like out on his own, and he was visiting the grave of his son and having a picnic and everything. And they worked in the new voice actor, like that entire episode done with his original voice actor, but they re-recorded lines with the new voice actor to kind of slowly slip it in.
Huh. That's creative.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, for me, like I could tell, but other people seem to think that, like, oh, I didn't even notice. I'm like, it's definitely different.
Like his example of Bugs Bunny. Like I said, I haven't enjoyed any of the voice actors after Mel Blanc. I just think they all sound like, well, especially the one on the, what was that kids show that they had as Bugs Bunny?
Tiny Toon Adventures?
Yeah. The one they had on that was just like, it was too geared towards kids for me. You know what I mean?
I remember Tiny Toon Adventures, but I don't remember Bugs being a big, like, being on there that often.
He wasn't. It was very rare that he would be on there, but he was occasionally.
And yeah, it was definitely geared for kids. Like, I do remember that. I remember when it came out, it was like Tiny Toon Adventures. There was they had the Tasmanian Devil show. That was ridiculous. They had the Animaniacs, and then eventually Pinky and the Brain spun off from the Animaniacs. That was pretty good, though. It was stupid, but it was funny.
Well, the original Bugs Bunny was like that was for adults back in the
Most
day.
cartoons were
30s and 40s or whatever.
Yeah, friggin' the Flintstones was just animated honeymooners.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's what changed, is that like when you get into the 70s and they don't have Mel Blanc anymore, and they geared it because it was Saturday morning cartoons, and I like the old stuff. But when they put the new stuff out, it just didn't have the same feel.
So you don't like change. You like everything to be the same.
You want to make things great again.
That's right. You'd like to go back to
if you're talking about Bugs Bunny's voice,
conservative time.
If you were talking about Bugs Bunny's voice, yeah. Don't take that and lump me into one demographic because I don't like Bugs Bunny's voice.
Back when men were men, right, Dave?
And sheep were scared. Yes. Pre-1980.
Pre-1980, I wasn't even thought of yet. Not cool.
Well, then you missed all the good voices.
No, I didn't miss it because when Cartoon Network first came out, they replayed all of those old cartoons.
Yeah, I was hoping I could find them on Max, but
they're not on there. Oh, I forgot they like purged almost all of the cartoons and everything. They got rid of like everything Cartoon Network on HBO Max before it became Max. There was a series that they were like in the middle of completing. It was called Infinity Train, and they ended up scrapping the final season again as part of their whole tax write-off BS.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So everybody still got paid, I hope.
Don't know. I mean, they might have gotten paid for the initial work, but they're certainly not going to get, what is it called, where you get paid after it airs?
Residuals?
Residuals, yeah.
I mean, because just imagine you put in all the work for a whole season and they say, you know what, we're not going to air it, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That would be real crap.
Actually, now I'm curious. how do residuals work in the world of streaming? Because I know that when stuff would air on TV, because there's this one guy that's on YouTube and
people
TikTok.
watch it. I'm sure it's watch hours.
It could be. But I know there's this guy on YouTube and TikTok. He'll go through. He's like, all right, let's see what checks I got today. Okay, this one's for $1.98. This one's for like $26. I must have done, 2 voices on this one. Or this one is $16. Oh, I was a background character on this show. And it's like,
they used to have to be 100. They used to have to get to 100 shows before they could go into syndication, and that would be like. From then on, they're just banking money, right?
Yeah.
Now, since they only do like 13 episodes a season on a long season,
that's one of the things that the writers are arguing about, because a lot of the original contracts that were written up were for the old style sort of syndication, and so now it's getting to the point where writers can't ever be promoted because they only have like 8 episodes, at a time, and then they move on to a new show, and they're back to being a staff writer again.
I can understand that. I mean, obviously the atmosphere of sitcoms and other TV shows has changed, so they have to change that. You have to go 10 years on some of those shows before you could get syndicated.
Yep.
And that's not right. Imagine how many seasons of you need 13 seasons of The Mandalorian to get 100 episodes.
Yeah. And how many of these shows don't even make it past a single season? Because they don't play well on a streaming service. I think we were talking about that during one of our streams with there was a show that came out, it did poorly, and they just kept it going because they thought, well, maybe it'll do better in like the 2nd or the 3rd season. Nowadays on streaming services, it doesn't work like that. If it doesn't do well, during the 1st season, they cancel. They don't give it another shot.
Yeah.
Which is terrible because there's so many good shows that maybe people didn't catch early.
Except for Velma, apparently. That's the outlier.
Yeah.
I don't know why they renewed that one.
Because it got watch hours. People were hate watching, I bet. And it got the watch hours. So they're like, cool, we got this.
I did give it a chance. Because I thought there's no way it's that bad. I think people are overreacting. And I did try it, and it was just bad. None of the characters were likable at all. They were all terrible. I don't know if either of you watched it at all.
I never ended up watching it.
I mean, I heard about all the changes and wasn't for them, and then when you said it was so bad, I was just like, that just confirms what I thought, so I'm not going to waste my time on it.
Yeah, I didn't think the changes would really bother me that much, but I mean, they were so off. I mean, I've watched a lot of Scooby-Doo media since, the original cartoons, and they have switched up the characters here and there. They've updated them a little bit more, like they've given them a bit more character development. There was one of my all-time favorite series was the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. That was one of my favorites. It was with Scooby, Shaggy, Daphne, and oh my gosh, what is this is the one dude's name? He has a very iconic spooky voice.
Creeper?
No, not the Crypt Keeper.
No, the Creeper.
The Creeper? I don't know who that is, but no. Let me see if I can find him again. If I can't, I don't know why the name is escaping me.
Creeper. Creeper was like a Solomon Grundy type.
Vincent Price.
Oh, Vincent Price.
Yeah. They hung out. It was Scooby, Shaggy, Daphne, and Vincent Price, and then a kid. And they accidentally opened a magical chest that released real ghosts, and they had to go around and capture them all. And it was so weird because it was one of the first like Scooby-Doo series where it was syndicated. Like each episode, it was one giant story that they were telling.
And at the end, it was always the meddling kids.
No, there was no meddling kids.
No meddling kids this time.
No. It was a meddling Scooby and Shaggy because they were hungry and the ghost told them they had a sandwich in there.
And why were they hungry?
Oh, gee, I don't know, Dave. Why were they hungry?
Were they smoking some dope?
I will say in the live action movies, I do love that they reference to that.
Well, you know who wrote the live action Scooby-Doo movies, don't you?
Who?
James Gunn.
I didn't know that.
No, I did not know that.
Huh. Interesting.
I saw an interview with Freddie Prinze Jr. talking about Scooby-Doo.
Yeah?
Stop me if you've already seen this, or if you saw this. And they were asking, who played Daphne? What was her name? Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yep.
And she's in there, and she's, describing the actions of all the characters throughout the movie and how they're going to develop. And then they go to Freddie Prinze Jr. and he goes, "Hey, it's a movie about a talking dog." That's all he said. Yep, he loves his work.
Spawn of... What is this?
Oh, he fell!
Oh my god, what the hell is that?
That is a thing that you have to kill.
That looks like
Yeah.
an iguana?
Yeah, it looked like something.
Looked like he got to you.
He did. I wasn't sure, how to handle him. And, hopefully I'll do a little better the next time. Oh, I got to start
Keith,
over here.
you can't handle something that big?
Hey, if you can't handle it, just say so.
Hey, I'll tell you when I can handle something.
I think the world will tell us when you can't handle something. We've got a lot more banter this time. That's what happens when we don't see each other so much anymore.
Yeah,
That's true.
What's that over there? Oh, that's on the ground. That's my save point. That's on the ground. Should I go down and fight that beast again?
Well, if you're saved and healed up, I mean, why not? I mean, what else you got going on?
Yeah, not much. Hopefully I get something good down here.
Yeah, I hope you get something good down there too.
Doug and his innuendo.
Man, this thing, I just can't.
Did it eat you?
Wow, insta-death.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He when they go red, you can't block it, so you try to dodge, but he was just on top of me and I couldn't fend it off. He just kept hitting me, hitting it, and hitting it. And
Yeah, he was on
like
top of you and he just kept hitting it? Wow.
It's crazy, isn't it? Did I lose all of my points I had worked up there?
Yep,
That's
you lost everything. You lose.
I didn't mean to use that.
Oh, battle droid's nice.
Nothing like a
They're
good
fun to
battle.
demolish.
Hey,
Look at
Jedi! And
Good
I love
violent
I love how they sound just like they did in the Clone Wars. It's great.
Yeah. I hope
It
they
sounds
hired
just
the
like
same
Miley
voice
Cyrus.
actor.
What do we do? One of my favorite episodes from the final season was the one where Anakin helps out Obi-Wan. They're on the bridge and they've got that stalemate between Obi-Wan and Anakin and all those battle droids. And then Anakin walks in and goes, "We surrender to the brave battle droids. You guys fought valiantly." We did?
Look at that one hit and he took me out. I gotta find out how to fight this guy. This guy's tough.
Well, you gotta
Maybe you
fight him on
can
his
lead the
turn.
droids down there to shoot him for you.
Doug, that is some smart thinking.
He's a fart smeller. He is so smart. SMRT.
That is definitely what I'm doing. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
All you guys
Get
stay on
him
there.
angry at you and have them run after you.
There we go.
Are they on the platform?
There we go. Yeah. And now have them see. Hopefully they'll, start shooting at him.
Well, maybe you can get out of like go back to where he came from. A little hole in the corner.
Oh yeah. That's not.
Oh yeah. Oh, are they still going after you and not the monster?
Yeah.
But they were firing on him too, and he would eventually see one and eat it. And gave me some. But I'm not sure how to beat him just yet. None of my force powers worked. I tried to force push him and pull him, and he was just like, "Ain't doing it, son." So I got to go from over there.
You said that. It just reminded me of all the TikTok videos that they've been making with redneck Kestis.
Whoa! What was that?
Yeah, Kestis here, and I am pro-Republic. You might say that I am a Republican, and I don't agree with the Jedi saying that we shouldn't use blasters. I got a blaster right here, and I am pro-blaster. The only good Sith is a dead Sith, as far as I'm concerned.
Man, I couldn't even get away from him.
No, you couldn't.
And chop his tail off?
He was devouring a droid, and I was behind him just going to town, and it barely took any health. Turned
Maybe
around.
You should try to avoid him until they take out his health a little bit. Like, just kind of stay out of his vision. And wait until he deals with all the droids, let them take out some of his health, and then go after him. Like, if you're able to, like, kind of hide in the corner. Let them do all the heavy lifting for you, and then go after what's left.
Maybe you just leave him alone and go find something else to do.
Well, I only have about 10 minutes, so...
All right, round up a few more of them. Get them all on there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Round up a few more of them.
See, he's only been taking 4 with him, and he only took 3 this time.
Okay, now run away from him.
Yep, I am.
Help me.
Oh, I can't get...
Oh. They won't let you, like, open the door or anything while you're fighting him?
No.
Ooh. Jeez. Okay. Well, that didn't work
right.
either.
We only got about 10 more minutes. It might be a good time to...
Maybe call it for now, and
evening.
we can refocus at the next playthrough. Maybe a vision from the Force will help us figure out how to do this next time.
Don't forget to hit us up on Twitter, leave that comment down below, and we will see you next time on Not Your Status Quo.